BG Music and Young Stunner, Rich Gambino and E-Rob. I'm about to go and I promise. Blast off. Long days, long nights, midget light before you even step to me. 1+1, think twice, call black and white, I call it dice. My swag not left because it's right. For 48, you could die tonight. Fuck your girl and it's by tonight. Load it up, let's take a flight. Chop off your arms, who you tryna fight? Chop off my legs, my kick still nice. BMX not talking about a bike. Bitch mouth extreme. Gambino hit the stage, that's when all them speeds and scream. Who am I? Main attraction. Call me clown, but I'm not laughing. J's on my feet, ain't talking about Jackson. Talking about the shoes that come in a package. Always first, never last, man. Aston Martin. Yeah, bitch, I'm gon' speed away. Got money chasing better days. Got guns, yeah, my hit man ready to spray. We can do this Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday, but not Friday. Cause I wanna get high and party and get fly. And get fly. I just make a lot of money while you niggas just getting by. I'm just getting it. And I'm just getting it. Michael Jordan and Scottie pimpin', I'm just getting it. Scottie pimpin'. And I'm just living that life. Yeah, we ballin' all night. First class flights. Told her go left if she can't get it right, cause I'm just getting it. Y'all talk about it and I live it. Scottie pimpin'.
Excuse my manners, but I don't care who your man is. I got the juice like Tropicana, and one of my talents is getting dough. That's my advantage over these rappers. Act as innocent bystanders and wanna be trappers. 1 minute, wouldn't be right if I ain't had fun with it. What a coincidence. My metaphors and money, none get it. My plans to see dumb digits. When I'm done spitting the drum, hitting like the herb that my son spliffing in some pitching. Money, 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 get it. Don't let it get ya. Cause these bummy money hungry niggas don't want it with ya. Jump up, get hit by the missile. Big pump AK or a pistol. See, I don't do the shooting, but got players like Reggie Miller. That's a ball or a bullet. Pow, watch for the pullin'. Icy watches appealing the heartless size of these women. EROB be chillin', but my swag OD is killin'. YS my team, we millions of miles away from
and I'm just living that life. Yeah, we ballin' all night, first class flights. Told her go left if she can't get it right, cause I'm just getting it. Y'all talk about it and I live it. Scottie pimpin'.